morning. Today is Wednesday, September 21st. I'm Danielle Wiggins with your 3 News Now morning update on this last full day of summer. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me on the WKYC YouTube page. We start with Hollie for a check of today's forecast because, Hollie, you're tracking severe storms for this evening.
Yeah, there is going to be that potential, and just in time that you might be thinking about grilling dinner, that's when it's looking like it could get quite active. And before then, we are going to see some sun is the truth. We had some showers and storms this morning, but we get this break into the afternoon. And then look at this line that starts to form late afternoon, just in time to maybe pick the kids up from school. Thinking about those evening plans, I'll stop the clock here at 5 o'clock. We've got a very powerful line of thunderstorms moving through, some of which could be strong to severe, producing hail and damaging winds. Obviously, frequent lightning and heavy rain and flooding potential, even isolated tornadoes, not out of the question as this front moves by. And then, wow, what a difference. So from the last full day of summer today to the start of autumn later tomorrow, if you like to keep track of that kind of thing, autumn officially arrives tomorrow evening, but we're going to feel every bit of it tomorrow. What a difference with highs in the 60s, breezy. By the time we're talking Browns and Steelers tomorrow evening, temperatures will be in the 50s with those gusty winds, so sweatshirts and sweater weather for sure. Football weather is the truth. Speaking of that, we'll have more of that on Friday. Highs around 60, and for football games Friday night, it's going to be hot chocolate and sweatshirts, and we'll keep that autumn air into the weekend, Danielle, before more rain moves in late in the weekend and then early next week.
Hollie, thank you so much. And an update on that giant fire that broke out at a BP refinery near Toledo. At least 2 people were injured last night. Huge flames and a column of black smoke at the refinery could be seen for miles. According to a BP spokeswoman, the location was shut down while crews tried to extinguish the flames. As of this morning, all staff they have been accounted for, and the cause of the fire is now under investigation. And East Cleveland's police chief will be in court today, this time on the other side of the law. Police Chief Scott Gardner will be arraigned on several charges related to alleged theft and fraud while in office. The allegations date back to 2014. He's on unpaid suspension and is one of 7 people within the East Cleveland Police Department who are currently facing charges. And Parma police have arrested a teenager after a chase involving a stolen SUV. Police say several vehicles were involved in an accident during yesterday's chase on State Road. Officers say they tried to stop the stolen Kia SUV being driven recklessly by a 16-year-old boy. After a crash, the teen tried to take off on foot but was quickly arrested. And a viral TikTok challenge is encouraging car thefts. Police say thieves are targeting Kias and Hyundais that use regular keys, not push-button starts. This surveillance video is from the Fairview Park Village Apartments back on September 12th. So you can see 3 men in the parking lot, and in a matter of minutes, they drive away with 2 cars. Police say a total of 3 vehicles were stolen that night.
They knew what they were looking for. They chose a location that had a lot of vehicles, so there was a lot of cover, and they found a bunch of cars of that make and model.
The problem is so bad, anti-theft devices are being offered to owners. The Westlake Police Department is offering free clubs to any owners of a Kia or Hyundai with proof of ownership, thanks to car makers. And turning to politics now, the judge overseeing a lawsuit challenging the state's heartbeat abortion ban will issue a second order extending the temporary block of the law. Well, last week, Judge Christian Jenkins issued a temporary restraining order pausing the law in Ohio from being enforced for 14 days while he deals with arguments in the case. Now, we've learned that Judge Jenkins told lawyers during a hearing that he plans to issue another 14-day block and will revisit the decision October 7th. And there's a new candidate in the race for Ohio Secretary of State. The Ohio Supreme Court is allowing Tori Morris, a QAnon podcaster, to be back on the November ballot for the Secretary of State. Republicans first claimed that she did not have the required valid voter signatures to qualify for the ballot. Morris is running as an independent against Republican incumbent Frank LaRose and Democrat Chelsea Clark. And today, we will get a closer look at what's happening with Cleveland schools in the State of the Schools address. This will be CEO Eric Gordon's last address before leaving his position at the end of the school year. The address will be held at the Renaissance Cleveland Hotel at noon and will be live streamed. Gordon announced just last week that he is stepping down after taking the position in 2011. And also happening today, the Cleveland Food Bank is hosting mobile food pantries at select Cuyahoga County Public Library locations. The first of these mobile food pantries is at the Bedford branch from 1:30 to 3:30. You can find all of the locations and dates for the mobile food banks on our website, WKYC.com. Well, thank you for taking time to join me for this 3 News Now morning update. Our digital team will continue to bring you the stories making headlines around Northeast Ohio and beyond. Make sure you continue to check our social media pages and WKYC.com throughout the day. I'm Danielle Wiggins, and I'll see you tomorrow morning on Go, starting at 4:30 a.m. Have a great day, everybody.